Hi everyone, this is Robin Joy, the Happy Food Chef, and today we are going to talk about salads. For me, this just touches my heart to talk about salads because that's really, I look at salads as the core. Whether it's a hot salad, cold salad, this is a whole world that I could teach a year curriculum on salads. But at any rate, one of the things I want to talk about today is this salad that I'm going to do and a few things about it. So today I chose to have some Persian cucumber, a bit of radish. I have red pepper, fennel, and green onion, and I have some fresh minced garlic in here. So I want to talk about sweating and not under your armpits. I want to talk about if you are making a salad and you are making it for later and you want to prep ahead of time and you don't want things, and you want to put it all together and you don't want it to get watery, one of the things that you do, especially with your cucumber and your radish, is what we call sweating them. And what I do is I use Himalayan sea salt. You can use whatever you want as a salt, and you just sprinkle the vegetables with salt and you let them sit for a couple of minutes, and you're going to see very quickly, and we're going to take a close-up of this to see if we can see what happens here. I think you can come and see this right now, actually. If we can bring the camera over. I don't know if we can catch this because I salted this a minute ago, but can you see all the water in there? So this is going to bring up all the water out of the cucumber and the radish. And you can leave it for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. You can just leave it and then come back. And what I'm going to do in a minute is I'm going to then take my other paper towel and I'm going to press it and just blot it. So it removes some of the salt because I don't want too much salt in there. But it's going to remove the moisture so that then it keeps it, once I put it in the salad, if I want to keep the whole thing, it'll keep it crisp, it won't wilt, and it won't make a watery, it won't be watery at the base before I put my dressing in. And even if I toss it with my dressing, if I'm going to put it in my refrigerator for an hour before guests come, I don't want it to get watery. So this way I could toss it and put it in there and not have to worry about that. The other thing I wanted to talk about, a couple of things. In this, because I use a lot of red pepper, it's so good for you. Today for this salad, some of the decisions that you have to make when you make a salad is there are different ways to chop, to dice, to slice. And because I was using fennel and the way I did my fennel today, I didn't want any chunks, square chunks. I wanted this to really be beautiful together. And this combination of my fennel cut like this, as you can see, is going to work really well. Because food is visual. We eat with our eyes. Then when I add into it my cucumbers and radishes, which give me my round shape, with my spring onion, we're going to have the round plus these julienne strips, and that's going to look really beautiful. The other thing I'm looking at are my color combinations. I have red, I have sort of whitish, I have green and the white, and then at the very end, I'm going to toss in my microgreens, and these are microgreen arugula. And so this is going to go at the last minute just to really make it look fairy-like. So I love delicateness, although sometimes things call for chunkiness, obviously. But this is really where, we consider so many different things, from texture to color, combinations of taste, because this is going to direct me. So, because we're in summer, I'm looking at this right now and I'm thinking, I think this would be really great to offset the radish and the arugula, to then make a really beautiful, maybe a lime vinaigrette with some orange in it, and maybe even a little bit of orange zest, a touch of honey in it, with maybe a little bit of sesame oil instead of olive oil. So these are the things that you can consider when you're making a salad, because I don't cook with recipes, I cook with ingredients, and then thinking about the flavor, the texture, and what I want this to, and what I have, because a lot of times I don't cook by recipes because maybe I don't have those things in my refrigerator. So, and that's how this evolved today. I went in my refrigerator and took a look to see what have I got. And that's how I decided to make this particular salad. I am going to take 1 minute, because what I'm going to do is I am going to put this in my bowl, and you'll get to see how pretty this is. I do know, for me, I want to have some fresh, so now you can see here, if you come even closer again, you can see how much now, while I've been talking, this has sweat. So that's great. Hopefully it'll show up on the camera, but in the light, I don't know if it's better coming around this way, but it is sweating. And then I just take this and check this out. Look at all the water that's come out of that. And sometimes if I really want this to sweat, I will turn them over on the other side, again, salt them, sweat them again, and then they're ready to go. But this is not going to be in my refrigerator for very long, so I'm going to leave it at that. But you can see this way they end up not wilting at all, and they're just perfect. So I'm going to throw those in my salad. And for today, because I want to do this, I'm putting my fresh garlic in there. That'll go in. And the rest of it, I'm going to just mix that up for a little bit. And see how pretty the texture and the color is together? That's just going to make... And a lot of times what I will do is on my plate, I want a couple of different salads. So maybe this would be one chopped little salad. Then on my plate, maybe I want just a beautiful leafy green salad with other things in it. And then I might put my nuts and seeds in that salad with some avocado. So I'll have that on my plate. And then maybe on the last thing I'll have on it, because I like to have at least 3 things, maybe I'll just have, I've got over here a sweet potato. I might just make sweet potato rings, pop them in the oven, bake them, drizzle just a little bit of olive oil at the end and salt, and I'm done. And my plate's gorgeous with orange and my 2 salads, and you've got a beautiful, well-rounded plate. Of course, I will put some seeds and nuts in these for more protein. So anyway, this is, and then at the very end, I'm going to take and add to the salad my microgreens, and then toss the whole thing with my dressing. And at the very last minute, because I don't want this to sit. So if you wanted to refrigerate the peppers, the cucumber, and radish after you sweat them, don't add in your microgreens. Do that at the very end, right before you serve, and then your dressing, and you're all set. But that is what this salad will look like. So that's it. Enjoy.